I really enjoy going and speaking to people, and what I speak to people most about is spiritual formation. And people wonder, what is spiritual formation? Well, it's just about having an inner life with God. It's about learning how to live with the companionship of God all the time. It's about arranging my life so that God can transform me, living in union with God and then letting God change me on the inside. This is very different from what most people do. Most people try to just do the good things that good Christians are supposed to do. And they feel overwhelmed and burdened. And the Christian life just becomes this terrible duty that they would frankly like to offload sometimes. And that's not really what it's about. It's about getting up in the morning and asking God, what is it I need to know about you today? Asking God to show me what is my next step. Saying, oh God, you showed me yesterday that I'm not a person that really has deep compassion. What is it you would lead me to do today to become a more compassionate person? What is it you might even lead me to do on a regular basis to become a more compassionate person? And then you don't sit there and wait for God to say something. You just move through your day gently, but you move through your day open and listening for what it is that God may say to you. Maybe in the voice of a friend, maybe in a book that you read, most especially as you read scripture and as you interact with God. But letting God work in your life. And a lot of times this has to do with spiritual disciplines, which are just little practices, little exercises, little things that you do on a regular basis to connect with God. They're all about connecting with God, not trying to do wonderful things and be spiritual and be important. And as you do these connecting activities, God changes you. That's why I always say, you do the connecting and then God does the perfecting. We've run around too much trying to do the perfecting ourselves and we're worn out. No. What we need to do is say, oh God, what would it look like to connect with you in the next 10 minutes? Whatever it is, do it. And it will probably be a version of a spiritual discipline. It might actually be quite fun, and it often turns out to be. But that's the kind of thing that I would really like to bring to the Christian community, that we were born to connect with God. We were born for relationship with God. And when we don't have it, we're only half alive. So I get to ask God today, what do I need to do to connect with you today?